Every month, millions of people with good salaries go to bed stressed about money, and almost nobody talks about why.
You got the job you always wanted. You are finally making good money. But somehow, at the end of the month, there is nothing left. You look at your bank account and wonder where it all went. This is not just your story. Millions of people with great salaries feel the exact same way. It is not about how much you make. It is about what happens to the money after it lands in your account. Most people think getting a raise will fix everything, but then the raise comes and somehow they still end up broke. This video is not here to judge you. It is here to help you understand what is really going on. Let us start with something simple. When people earn more, they spend more. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it is one of the biggest reasons people stay stuck. You get a better job, so you get a nicer apartment. You get a raise, so you buy a better car. It feels like a reward, but what you're really doing is making your life more expensive.
And now you need even more money just to keep up with your new lifestyle. The finish line keeps moving further away. Think about when you were younger and making less money. You still survived, right? But now that you make more, you feel like you need more to be comfortable. That feeling is the trap. Your wants started to dress up like your needs, and your bank account paid the price. Let us talk about debt for a second. Most people have it, but nobody really talks about it honestly. Credit cards, car loans, buy now, pay later plans, they all feel harmless when you first sign up. You tell yourself you will pay it off next month, but next month comes and there's always something else. Interest keeps building quietly in the background. It's like a slow leak draining your wallet every single day. A lot of people are not actually spending their salary. They're spending their salary plus money they don't even have.
And then they need their next paycheck just to cover the last month. This is what living paycheck to paycheck really looks like. It is not always about being reckless. Sometimes life just gets expensive, and the math stops adding up. Now, let us talk about something that does not get enough attention. Social pressure is costing you a lot of money. Your friend group goes out every weekend. You do not want to be the one who always says no. Someone in your circle buys a new phone. Suddenly, your old phone starts feeling embarrassing. You go on vacation, not because you planned for it, but because everyone else was posting their trips online. We buy things to fit in. We spend money to feel like we belong. This is deeply human, but it is also deeply expensive. Nobody posts about their savings account on social media. Nobody brags about staying home to save money. So all you see is people spending, and you start to feel behind if you are not doing the same. But here's the truth. Most of those people are just as broke as you are, maybe more. They're just better at looking rich. And looking rich and being rich are very different things. Now, let's go a little deeper. Most of us were never taught how money actually works. School taught you algebra and history, but nobody sat you down and explained interest rates or how to build wealth. You learned about money by watching your parents, and if they struggled with money, you probably learned their habits. Not because you were careless, but because that was the only model you had. You saw money as something that comes in and goes out, not as something you could actually grow. So when you finally had a decent salary, you did what felt natural. You spent it, because spending is what you always saw. Saving and investing felt like something other people did.
Rich people, smart people, people who had it figured out. But here is what nobody tells you. Investing is not as complicated as it sounds. You do not need to be an expert. You just need to start somewhere, even if it is small. The fear of getting it wrong keeps most people from starting at all. And while they wait to feel ready, time keeps passing. And time is actually the most powerful tool in building wealth. Every year you wait is expensive. Let us talk about comfort zones. Most people know what they should do with money. They know they should save more. They know they should spend less. But knowing and doing are very different things. Change is uncomfortable, even when it helps you. It is easier to keep your current habits, even if those habits are keeping you stuck. Saying no to a dinner out feels like sacrifice,
Moving money to savings before you spend feels like punishment. But these small choices are actually the building blocks of financial freedom. They just don't feel exciting in the moment. Here's something real. Nobody becomes financially stable overnight. It is a slow, boring, consistent process. And that's exactly why most people quit before they see results. They want fast change. Money is a slow game. The people who win with money are not the ones who made the most. They're the ones who stayed consistent the longest. You do not need a perfect plan. You need a plan you can actually stick to. Start by looking honestly at where your money goes, not to shame yourself, but to understand yourself. Pick one small habit to change this month, just one. Save a little before you spend, pay down one debt at a time. Say no to one thing that does not actually make you happy. These small shifts add up over time. You are not broken, you were just never given the right information.
The fact that you are watching this means something. It means you want something different, and wanting something different is always the first step. The second step is believing you can actually do it. You can. It will not be overnight, but if you stay patient and stay consistent, your story can change. Most people give up right before things get better. Do not be most people. You deserve more than just a good salary. You deserve to actually keep what you earn, and that starts today with your very next decision.